Hi guys, so it's raining outside, Becky's away, so I'm just going to spend this afternoon sowing my seed on the kitchen table. So Wallflower and Sweet William, 60p, 89p, absolute bargain. So I've just got some old muffin cases, you know, chocolates, whatever they come in. We're just going to put sort of a couple of inches in the bottom there, just make sure it's nicely mixed up so there's no lumps or anything in it. I've got an old cardboard box that I've cut up. I've left the edge in it, yeah, so I'm going to drop my seed in there and I'm just going to scatter it around. Just before we're talking about buying seed, what you want to think about is seed likes to be stored cold, yeah, so if you're going into your garden centre, your shop, wherever you're buying it, if it's really warm, they're going to switch that heating off, and the night it's going to be cold, and the next day it's going to be warm and cold. The seed don't know what it's doing, whether it's coming or going. So try and think about going somewhere where they're not putting the heating on. Yeah, so it might be somewhere that's cheap as chips. Yeah, but they'll be storing the seed how they want it storing. From our point of view, for saving it, store it in something like an old quality street tin is absolutely ideal. It's nice and dry. You can put that in the shed. It's not going to get frosted, it's not going to get that cold, but it's not going to get warm in the summer, so you can save this from year on year. These have got 550 seeds in. I'm not going to use that all this year, so I'm going to store it for next year. So here's my little seed dispenser. I've just got the top off that. The seed's quite dark, so you might struggle to see it on the compost, but all I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold that and I'm just going to lay it roughly on the top there, so that I've got maybe, I don't know, 150 seeds. It's that cheap, it's not really a problem. I'm just going to lay that along the edge, and then I'm going to just sprinkle it evenly over the top. So I'm just going to hold that to an angle. I'm just going to tap that so that it goes on the compost. I've got to the end, I've just got a little bit left, so I'm just going to sprinkle that over. Not all of that's going to come through, but a good lot of it will. So it says on the packets put them an inch deep, but they're talking about growing them outside. I'm growing them actually in compost. So normally the rule of thumb is the length of the seed is how deep they want to be. So these, if your seed was an inch long, you would plant it an inch deep, you know, like broad beans for instance. As it is, these are tiny seeds. What I'm going to do is just give it a little tap, and that literally just makes the seed disappear. Say it's dark, so you can't really see that now anyway. I'm just going to give it a water. It's going to go outside, but I'm just going to water down one edge. I'm going to let the water settle through and it'll slowly rise up. I don't really want to compact that the compost, and I'm going to get the air out of it. So I'll put a nice little bit of water in. I'm going to put that outside, not in the sun, because it's going to be too harsh. It's going to dry the top layer of compost out. We'll never get the seeds to germinate. So we just put it somewhere outside, but maybe in the shade a little bit. Keep an eye on it, don't let it dry out. It's going to take about 2 to 3 weeks for the shoots to start coming through. When they're about an inch tall, so in about a month, maybe 5 weeks, we'll do another video pricking out. So you've got about till the end of July to get this seed done. What I'll do is I'll put the next video on the end of this so that it's all together. That was Wallflower, Sweet Williams, absolute bargain. Pansy seed, you could do them as well, exactly the same way. Question of the day, leave your comments below. Tell me what seed you've been sowing lately. Thanks guys, have a great day.